Welcome to Lower Her, episode 73. How's it going, fellas?
Bing chilling.
It's been a week.
Yeah.
It's been a week, yeah.
You could say that. It has been a week. It was an interesting week for a game that we all play.
7 days have passed since
7 days passed.
Hey, do you remember when we played Custom Car Tycoon with Herman Lee?
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Side note, I played Custom Cars Tycoon last night. Twice, actually. I did it for myself so I could get levels. I got like 16 levels in 2 hours, which is
dude, you get levels so quick.
You get levels pretty quick. I never actually played that. I just like got my couple levels and quit. But if you actually play it for like the full 2 hours, where there's timers in there, and you get a lot of XP. But this is after I played it with I Am Chris for Life. Because he was like, how do I unlock through the fire and flames?
Oh, my God, man.
He was like, how do I unlock through the fire and flames?
So not only for the man who created the damn song, the guy who FC'd it first in 2008.
So I helped both of them get
That is so fucking funny.
Actually, that's not true. I didn't help Herman Lee. I was the one that sat out of that one. But I did help I Am Chris for Life. Because he was like, I don't understand any of this. I'm like, okay, so you have to party up with a friend, somebody on your friends list. You have to play a creative map and get 60,000 XP. He was like, so is that like not regular Fortnite? I'm like, oh brother, okay, here we go. I'm logging in. Send me a friend request.
Brother.
I'll be your Sherpa. I'll get you what you need. And then
you're taking him to the top of Mount Everest of Fortnite?
Yes, and that is Custom Cars Tycoon. That is the tippity top of what Fortnite can offer to you. And I gave him that experience. And I walked him through.
We're talking about Fortnite. Talking about Fortnite. We probably have about 8 minutes of Fortnite talking time. So let's cut to the chase.
We're gonna do a hard cut.
Yeah, agreed.
Sorry, 7 minutes. No, more,
6.5.
Yeah.
It's dwindling
We're losing
quickly.
time.
Shit, we're losing time. Okay,
That's a nice watch, by the way. Where'd you get it?
I was born with it. It's a hair past a freckle.
Store.
Yeah.
Wait, can't you draw numbers on your arm?
I can. Let's do.
This is part of the Fortnite
Guys,
time.
this is not part of Fortnite.
No, this is.
The timer has stopped. Okay, go ahead.
No,
all right,
okay,
the floor is yours.
How do we approach this?
Please, by all means, talk before
I mean,
by walking in the opposite direction. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll do
360,
it, I guess.
turn the other.
Yeah, I'll do it. So basically, we had a bit of a talk this past week, and we're basically deciding that Fortnite Festival is not going to be the game that we really want it to be.
Not anytime soon. It's not right now, for sure.
No, definitely not right now, but also that I feel like we kind of fell into that vicious cycle of the fact that Fortnite thrives on negative press, and we've basically fallen into the trap of talking a little too much about Fortnite, and so we're going to try to make a conscious effort to dedicate less time to it, and we are going to talk about briefly the Jam Track FOMO stuff, because obviously we're all upset about that, right?
Yeah,
nobody's
that's
happy. The entire community is completely unified in the backlash, and we're recording this on Sunday. They could walk it back. We don't know. But you'll know by the time this episode goes up, right? Or wait, today's Monday. It's not Sunday.
I wasn't going to say anything. I was just going to leave the immersion there. It's like, yeah, maybe it is on Sunday, so if we missed something on Monday, But yeah, it's actually
well,
Monday.
yeah, but regardless, yeah, so we're going to try to go a little bit more back to our roots, try to talk more about why this podcast was made in the first place, because again, unfortunately right now, Fortnite Festival is not the game that we really wanted it to be. And I think that we're going through a period of acceptance.
I don't think Harmonix even thinks that it's
definitely
not.
not.
Yeah, no, let's be clear.
Hell.
I still believe in Harmonix. Always have.
I do too.
I don't think they're
yeah.
happy with the situation. I feel like the decisions for these jam tracks going away and only having X amount available in the store is not something Harmonix wanted to do. And it should be obvious
That's
to
not
most
like
people
them,
that that's
dude.
not a Harmonix. It's not
Very
like them.
unlike them.
Dude,
Very
that
unlike
is
them.
And if they
like
do
them.
that,
Okay.
if they do that, if it's licensing issues, they're transparent about it. They tell you why.
They are.
They've always
These
done
are the
that.
same
In the
guys
past,
that
yes.
have made blog posts about delistings way past their knowledge of people playing the game. It's like, okay, yeah,
They
the
gave
game's a
people
little bit
tons
slow
of
at the moment,
notice.
but we're still gonna tell you guys what's getting delisted, so you won't have to be disappointed, or you're just as disappointed as us when we're talking about what's getting delisted, et cetera, et cetera.
It's
know what
not
I mean?
Harmonix. It's not Harmonix.
No, this is Big
No,
Daddy
it's not
Epic
them, dude.
trying to pull in the reins for whatever reason. The internal calculations over at that company must have been like, yeah, we're not seeing very many jam track sales. I think that if we artificially limit the supply, the demand will go up. And maybe they're right. I don't think they're right. I don't think that's the case.
It's not right, dude.
They're
It's
definitely not right. It's very short-sighted.
Here's the thing, right? They're making a decision we've been making the decision on our side to support this as if it's its own game. But unfortunately, Epic is not following suit.
No.
And we cannot have the mainstream, groundbreaking success of the old Guitar Hero series if they are treating this in such a way that it is a side mode used to support the overall Fortnite ecosystem. That's it.
Yeah,
right?
I get the same feeling. I get the feeling that the way Epic looks at the game and the way Harmonix looks at the game are kind of two different things.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, this is Harmonix life right now. I mean, and this is just another side mode in Fortnite. How many modes in Fortnite now officially from Epic Games? Like 20?
With more in development.
With more on the way.
Yeah. Like we might need to pull it back a bit here, folks. We might be spreading ourselves too thin.
They had some limited time mode come out, and then there's like a ranked for it and a ranked 0 build.
Yeah, nobody was playing it,
and nobody was playing that shit. There's not enough players to go around everywhere. I don't know. It's also hilarious. I saw the look on Jason's face. I know exactly what he's thinking. Why no ranked for festival? Why does this new random ass mode get a ranked, but we don't? What the fuck is that about?
Because fuck us, right? Like again, it's
Fortnite's never made a rhythm game.
They're new to this.
It's to support the ecosystem, right? It's to support the Fortnite ecosystem. At the end of the day, it doesn't feel like they even care if people play the jam tracks in Festival if they're buying them to use them in BR for a victory thing. You know, it's just whatever, right? If they are not going to support it as the main game that we want them to, then we should treat it like a side mode as well.
Yep, I fully agree. But there is a silver lining to this. So our buddy Evan Sane made a pretty viral.
You'd call this a
retweet.
7? That's a silver lining.
It's a silver lining for us because we get to talk about this.
not Evan getting pummeled, but what comes after. Evan's getting a little pummeled, unfortunately, because he said something that a lot of people in the rhythm gaming scene as a whole don't agree with.
On social media.
On social media, yes. On
social media.
I have said social
media.
Sorry,
specifically on Twitter.
It's on X, the everything app.
Twitter people are not real, but we might as well include them because this is where the conversation is happening.
Everything happens on X. They've been saying this for over a year. Let me read the tweet. This is what Evan said.
Hit tweet.
On March 20th. This is the day that Fortnite Festival officially on their Twitter account acknowledged the jam track situation. So he said, I'll be transparent. Fortnite Festival seems to have become a major afterthought for Epic. This game was supposed to be what revived the rhythm game scene, and that's why we're all so passionate about it. The potential is there, and it isn't being met. You'll see 2,000 likes, 282 reposts. That's not because people are agreeing with it. I need to retweet that. It's because he's getting cooked. Let's just take a look at the quote tweets, shall we? Here's one with 500 likes almost. I hope you guys realize this is just a Western problem. You guys keep clinging to Guitar Hero, Parappa the Rappa, Donkey Kong as if these games have any relevance outside the genre or in the genre outside the U.S. This person unintentionally united the rhythm game communities. We're not dead. We're just training. If you're in USA, there's round one. If you're in Asia, go to your local arcade. Blah blah blah. Yes, I agree. Evan could have.
That's what they're all like.
Yeah. You get the gist from that.
People on like Twitter and places like this, they see the words rhythm gaming scene. They go, Me?
I do that, but I
don't play that gay ass Guitar Hero shit. I play that gay ass 5-key shit. I play Tune It Thumb.
Yeah, that game doesn't have anime waifu pointing at me and calling me a cuck when I'm playing this game. What the hell?
In round one,
hey, look, listen.
It does have a okay, actually, we lied. It does have anime girl. It has Hatsune Miku. So
look, and those games the games that I just mentioned, the ones at round one, are fire. They are fire games. They are
that's the silver
good.
lining that I was trying to get to.
Yes. Every time I go to round one, man, I gotta hit up Guitadora drums. I have to hit up Tune It Thumb. I have to hit up Wacka, the one where you use the fucking drumstick
washing
and
machine.
A circle.
Yeah,
there's another washing machine drumstick game.
That was hella fun.
There's one that combines both the washing machine and Taiko. It's
Didn't know
insane. That. I forgot the name of it, but it's a cool game.
Somebody commented.
No, but the rhythm gaming scene is being used very narrowly in this context by Evan.
Well, we've always had that problem. Though.
Yes, we could have worded it differently,
had that
but
problem.
Yeah, we're not innocent of doing this. A lot of times we'll just say, rhythm games. I play rhythm games. I'm a rhythm gamer.
Long time.
Because to me, me personally, that is what rhythm gaming means to me. I don't play many other rhythm games outside of Guitar Hero and Rock Band.
All three of you, did you all start rhythm gaming with Guitar Hero?
Yep.
No.
Just curious.
Yep, that was my first one. I did.
What was your first?
My first was Donkey Konga and then DDR, and I played DDR on a PS2 DualShock.
Okay, and Alec?
It was Donkey Konga, then Beatmania on the PS2.
Oh my! Okay, so that was my first. Was Beatmania on PS2? That's where I was going.
That one gave me like the big brain. I was like, damn. Okay, so Donkey Konga is this, but then Beatmania is this.
Yeah,
you can make this differently. What?
I actually just got a copy of Beatmania on PS2, and I'm going to revisit it because I haven't played it in so long.
Yeah, man.
That would be
play
sick
Britney
stream,
Spears
dude.
Toxic for me. That shit was fire.
I'm so ready. The Metal Gear Solid theme.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
it. Yeah.
All right. But hey, so the thing for me is like that was my first real music game experience. Was like, this is another genre that I've never even touched, and I fell out of touch with that for quite a while because Guitar Hero was as mainstream in North America, right? Like
Absolutely.
GH3, we've talked about the success of it for so long. But I see the way Evan is approaching things in his tweet, and I see the reaction from people who love like Eastern rhythm games, for example, right? And I feel like there's this gulf between us because we all want the same thing, people to play more music games. And I feel like there's a way to build a bridge across that. Like we should really talk a little bit about some of the things that these games like a DJ Max do better than 5 Fret. And maybe, just maybe, we can see that feedback implemented in something like a Yarg or a Clone Hero in the future. Or maybe even a festival. You know, I don't have much hope for that, but yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But there's so much that could be learned from these games, and we should give some love to these folks as well because, hey, the rhythm game scene is alive outside of North America. There are incredible games out there. If we go to round 1, we can play these as well.
Oh yeah, round 1's awesome, man.
Right.
I wish I had one closer than fucking Chicago or something to me.
That's your first,
I'm
really?
surprised
That's the
that
closest one?
It's not. There's none in Minnesota. I know that for sure.
Because y'all have the Mall of America, and it's like, that's good enough. You don't
You
need
do
a
have the
round
Mall of
one.
America. Who the fuck cares? There's no round 1 in the Mall of America.
There's no
probably an
round
arcade,
1
though.
there.
There's
I was so
definitely an arcade.
My
disappointed.
Okay,
closest
I lied.
round one is like
Milwaukee.
half an hour away.
And Milwaukee is the closest
Oh,
one.
in Milwaukee?
Still,
Okay.
all the way
Okay,
across
okay.
the state of Wisconsin. I got to go all the way to the shores of Lake Superior to do this.
Well, you'd be superior.
How long of a drive is that?
From Minneapolis to Milwaukee, it's probably like 5.5, maybe
That's
6.
still a lot of time,
damn.
bro.
Let's just do a
Yeah, I
quick Google
wouldn't do
Maps from my place right now to Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. That's a song in Rock Band 4, by the way. It's a
go.
good one, too. I like it. Your location, Milwaukee. Yeah, you allow
Your
Google to
location
have my
is-
location. Google already knows my location. I have a
Whopper,
goddamn
Whopper,
Google
Junior,
phone. They're
Whopper.
tracking me all the time. 5 hours and about 20 minutes. So that's cool.
Worth
Yeah,
it.
fuck that.
Yeah, just to go to the arcade.
Two
I would
very
have to.
different opinions right there.
Oh, hold on. When I did my Google Maps, it showed up like at my destination in Milwaukee. There's a hotel casino. I might just stay there. I might gamble away some money and then go.
Oh,
to
yeah,
round
you know what?
one
You should
and
go.
then throw away some money playing games. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, you should
I'm gonna
go.
go to the casino. Let's do a casino run.
You should go right now.
I agree. See you guys. Just kidding. I'm not gonna get up
Bye,
and do
Jake.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, my closest
Anyways.
round one is like 30 minutes.
Oh, fucking wish, dude.
Yeah.
Man,
Betty Boop.
I don't know.
Or no, Betty Bryn Children's Museum.
Betty Boop?
Milwaukee Art Museum. This is a cool place. I'm gonna go to Milwaukee.
When I saw the way
He's
that
going to
Evan
Milwaukee.
tweet, when I saw the way that Evan tweet was going around, I just wanted to sit him down with DJ Max and be like, "Don't you want this in festival?" That was my first thought. Was just like, I want Evan to try DJ Max. I've been pushing it on everybody in this last few weeks.
Oh yeah,
because,
Jason's been big time DJ Max pill.
Yeah, well, you got Chad and Erica, so Cape Strawberry and Chad just drums. They're on it now.
I mean, hey, festival did something really cool with gamepad mode, and I had never played a Guitar Hero style like pad mode game like that with a controller, right? Since the Beatmania days, and it reminded me of that, and it never really hit the same for me, right? I never really got that same joy like I got out of Beatmania back in the day. And then all of a sudden, people are just like, DJ Max. Shout out to MD Curtis, Furry-chan, Worse Average, all these folks in the community who've been saying it over and over. Juan, all these folks who have been saying, no, man, this is the way, the truth, and the light. And I finally gave in and tried it. And for the last month, I've been just silently DJ Maxing. And, it's like my eyes have been
relaxing?
opened. And chilling out, cool.
Maybe
Did they
shooting
make
some
this
b-ball.
joke last episode?
This is not the first time the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air intro song has been referenced on this show. I don't remember when, but it was sometime.
And it won't be the last.
Sometime not too long ago. No, it will definitely not be last. We'll do it again every week. Every week. You have to go.
Every week.
Go in the
That's
comments.
The new thing.
In the comments, tell us where we made a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reference. Thank you very much. All right, moving on.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. Like, not to go too deep into features and things like that, but in DJ Max, you can click a button and get stats on every song you've played, no matter what your difficulty or your button layout, and it shows you your top scores from all different songs, and it takes an average of your best performances to give you a skill ranking.
The stats are the
All
coolest
these
part for
things-
me. It seems like such a
Yeah.
slam dunk. It's just a database, folks. You just have to store
it
shit in a
seems- it seems
database
like-
and show it to the player again.
It seems so simple in a way.
Yeah,
right? like expected.
I play so much Yarg that my profile, it shows I played like 800 songs, and I have like my score is like 700 million or some shit. And I was just like, damn, they got to just expand on this because this is cool. I want to see like my top played songs and all this stuff, which I know that's something that they're working on because they want to do more with the launcher and all this stuff. But I imagine that development for Yarg is kind of weird because like it's so open source, and I've heard that there's just not a lot of time. Those guys have real lives outside of developing for Yarg.
they've all got jobs.
I
and
get
this
everything,
shit for
you know?
free,
They all
man.
got jobs and stuff, so it's like
Same with the Clone Hero guys. They're like they all have jobs and stuff too.
Yeah,
these are
real
fan,
paid
these
jobs.
are fan projects.
And then
you
they
know?
treat Yarg as their
Yeah.
free unpaid job. It's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The little passion project, but it's just I like going to the career tab, or just seeing my seeing just everything laid out in front of me, progression in just some way. And then I see the DJ Max stats and that Jason was showing me before we started recording. I'm like, oh my god,
Dude,
there's like
it
looks
skill
so
graphs
good,
and stuff.
man.
let me
and
peel
all
back
this
the
stuff.
curtain. Let me peel back the curtain. I've been in this Discord call for approximately 2 hours. What's the timestamp right now on this YouTube video? I've been here for 2 hours. They've been
We've been
playing the
we've
game.
been yapping.
They've been
We've
yapping and playing the
DJ
damn
Max.
DJ Max is so
Yeah.
cool. Al, check this out. Al, check that out. Did you see that? Like they're just enamored by this game. I haven't tried it yet. I do have it. I purchased it. It was $10.
Yeah, I gotta buy it. I'm gonna buy it in a bit because
and
it's
I
still on
will
sale.
play it eventually. But these guys are locked the fuck in on DJ Max right now. And I respect it.
It's because it just works.
Get it?
Hey, okay. What's been my biggest complaint on Fortnite? How hard it is to calibrate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, do you know what happened with DJ Max?
You
it
did
just
nothing.
worked. It just there's
What a
no,
luxury that would be to just have it work.
There's 11 judgments. It's not just perfect and good. No. You have 11 different judgments.
What are they all called?
And
List them off.
max 100, max 90, 80, 70, 60, 50,
Oh,
40,
boo.
30,
I was hoping
20,
they'd all
10.
be different, like flavor text, just like
Yeah.
perfect,
There's 1%
incredible,
at the end.
phenomenal, bullshit, dog shit. You know, when you get really bad ones.
Shit.
Yeah. Awful.
Alex on the phone.
Why
now.
are you still playing?
It's phone
I
time.
mean,
It's
that
phone
must be
time.
important.
It's phone time. I don't know. He looks pretty. He looks pretty locked in. He looks like he's got like dad face or something.
Looks like
Yeah,
he's
that
listening
seems
to a
important.
message.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
important right there. But I don't know, man. The fact that I just loaded the game up and it instantly worked and I could get perfects. And yes, the timing window for perfects is a little bit larger than Festival. But the charts get much crazier.
Easy game, bro.
Oh, it isn't.
Festival's way
Not in the
better.
least.
It's way better.
It feels
up.
like it feels like the perfect bridge between I can't stand spammy play in Clone Hero for myself, and I love precision based gameplay in a game like a Yarg or something like that, right? It feels like the natural midsection because you could hit notes bad, but it's the precision that matters on each individual note. You get more score if you hit it perfectly in time. So spam all the way. You're going to break your combo because you're not hitting things perfectly in time.
Mm.
And on the score thing, every song has 1,000,000 points. That's like the max that you can get, correct? So like
Yes, and the only way to get a million points on a song is to hit every note max 100 perfect.
I think that's so cool.
that is kind of neat. So you always have a baseline of how well somebody did on a song. Like
Correct.
on Through the Fire and Flames and Festival, it's like, oh, Dark High is 750K. Is that good?
Right.
I don't
How
know.
do you and then
Mhm.
and at the
How do you
same
quantify
time
that?
At the same time, it's not just a skill check; it's also a knowledge check on Guitar Hero because of star power paths, right?
Yeah, and let me
It's
tell you,
never just-
750k on Through the Fire and Flames is fucked up. It's insane. I forget the amount of goods she
Yeah,
got, but it was like
Dark-
40 goods, some shit like that.
Yeah,
Insane.
Yeah, no. She got it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw it the other day. I'm like, oh my god, wait.
This is the score too.
no one-
Get this: 750 005
004. Oh, I thought it was 004.
005.
Wow.
It was like
Crazy.
just barely.
You know how many points you get for a perfect hit with 1x multiplier? 6. On a 4x multiplier, it's 24. So one less perfect, it's not 750k, and it means nothing. It's a bunch
That's
of bullshit.
crazy.
749, who cares? 750, whoa, cool number. That's
I don't
impressive
know.
achievement, or whatever they call that.
Would it be more interesting if every song, regardless of how many notes, had that base million score and you could compare that way? Because then if somebody gets a perfect score, you know for a fact they did it perfectly.
Honestly, I like the idea of the million points being like the baseline. I don't know if I like it for like Guitar Hero type of gameplay though. Just because it's
you're,
just
you're
different.
a pather, you know.
Yeah, I
Like,
come from it from a pathing
yeah.
perspective where like the point is to get a new high score, and I think chasing a new high score is cool, but like not with the judgments. You know, judgments are cool. They have a place. I like seeing a perfect hit. I'm not entirely sold on the idea of getting more points for perfects in a Guitar Hero style game.
What about if there was a game, let's just say a new magical 5-fret game appeared, and you had two options. You could go with, do you want star power in the song or do you not? And if you did just not, it would only be that million points. Or you could go classic gameplay, so you have whichever you want. And there's no extra work because
options.
it's the same chart.
I fuck with that. That's a
Yeah,
cool
that's
I
idea.
not a
fuck
bad
with
idea.
that in the sense that the modern community is very split on whether they give a shit about scores or not.
Yeah.
The star power pathing. They're
Yeah.
very
Absolutely.
mixed.
I could definitely see that
Extremely
being
mixed.
like expert plus adjacent. You know, like I'm playing
Yeah,
a guitar,
so-
you have easy, medium, hard, expert, and then you have
I'm
expert,
down with
expert
that.
plus
That actually
Yeah.
sounds
or
really
pro
cool.
Just
mode
cater,
or
cater to
whatever
both
you call
audiences.
it. Perfectionist mode.
Oh my God, that's such a good idea. Make it a level above expert, because then it's just like, hey, by the
It's
way,
just
no
you in the
star
game.
power here.
Yeah.
And you have a baseline score, and you can only get this if you hit every note perfect. And then that way, it's another challenge for
Yeah,
people.
it's
They never have to
definitely a
touch it if they
different
don't want to.
difficulty. It's
Yeah.
I don't think anybody would argue against it being harder to get a good score in that type of mode
Yeah.
rather than just having star power. I think it'd be a cool
Imagine-
fifth difficulty.
Imagine how beast like the controller players would be at that mode.
Oh,
God, that
They-
sounds so
goated.
cool.
They would
I
do
love
so
that.
Not even
beast.
just controller. Fucking I Am Chris for Life is blowing my fucking mind with what he's doing. At
Yeah,
festival.
with his accuracy
yeah.
playing. I thought that was
he's
insane.
ridiculous.
He's the most
ridiculous.
accurate like guitar player I've seen. Well, with an actual guitar controller, you know, you got
I
the
mean,
crazy
you know,
accuracy with controllers. So you got your people like MD Curse, you got your furry chains, you got your worst averages, stuff like that. But
Given his history, though, man,
it
you
makes
know,
sense.
he's-
It makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a perfect full circle.
He's got
moment.
rhythm. Like
He does have
beyond
rhythm.
what we have.
I think we've all been talking
to
to him. We've all been talking to him to like kind of usher him into this festival
Yeah.
type thing, like on our own thing. And we've all kind of come to the conclusion that this dude is just built different. Like this
so
dude
did.
Yeah.
is just different with everything he does. He's just a step above.
Like Aiden, he's gone on like he Alec knows what I'm talking about. He does this thing where he'll type like 50 different sentences in like 10 minutes, and he's done that with I'm Chris for Life with his DDR gameplay, where he's like, "No, dude, you don't understand. Like, I have to explain why this is so good, right?"
I like that.
And
I
he
appreciate
just
that.
fucking like just puts it all out there, and it's like, "Oh yeah, that is pretty impressive. Wow."
I want to
know?
put a little
Yeah,
a little aside out there about Aiden. This is somebody that was at the meetup in September that me, Alec, JP went to with a bunch of their friends. Just like last week in a Discord, Aiden was like, "Your Guitar Hero rocks." I just realized now your Guitar Hero rocks. I didn't know that. I met you in person. I didn't even know you were you. When you search Guitar Hero, it's your video. I'm like, that's me, man. Yeah, nice to meet you.
I was like, I was like, "Bro, you met him.
Yeah,
we spent
right,
like a
you met
week
him."
together." Like,
It was hilarious. It happens frequently. It still happens a lot. Like every month or so, somebody's like, I just realized your Guitar Hero rocks."
it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny.
Anyways,
I agree.
rhythm games. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
I was laughing.
We love rhythm games.
I love them.
Rhythm games are good. And
Yeah.
and I don't know. I think that we need to challenge the mindset in North America, at least, that rhythm games just mean Guitar Hero and Rock Band. Because if we can get more people to try games outside this, maybe, just maybe, we can hear louder feedback about the missing features we need.
100%, man. We need I wouldn't say it's just people don't have open minds. I think that the reason why people just associate rhythm games with 5-fret, because like you can call them 5-fret rhythm games, right? Because that's really what they are, or like band rhythm games, whatever, technically. But it's like we do have round one, we have arcades, we have all of that stuff, but
it's not part of the culture the same.
It's not.
Way
that's the
different
thing. Like
culture
it's
around
very
here.
ingrained in Asian culture, right? Like especially in Japan, like arcades survived in Japan when they died here for a long time, and like arcades coming back in the West is kind of still a newish developing thing in a lot of ways, right? Because they went the direction of like get tickets and like buy, like we've always done that, but they went more in that direction and they moved away from just like quarter games and stuff like that,
Guitar Hero only exists because DDR was so big Eastern.
Yeah.
But the Western players are
exactly.
taking notice and like, there's nothing over here for us to do. So Red Octane's like, here, have a dance mat. And then it just sort
That's
of
how they
evolved
started.
into how Guitar Hero came to be, because Red Octane wanted to just do more rhythm game shit in the Western world. And they made a game for a more Western audience.
And when it comes to arcades, unfortunately, this is a really uncomfortable truth, but rhythm games just aren't as profitable as something like a claw machine.
No,
You know?
man.
Gamba
Not
mechanics!
close.
Yeah, because think about how long it is to play through 3 songs when you put money into a machine, right?
Yeah.
And then somebody has used the claw machine 5 times in the meantime, right?
Yeah, makes perfect sense.
It makes sense why arcades don't have as many rhythm games, right, as available, because they are more pricey to just keep up, right? You're not going to make as much money from that in an arcade.
Even with dedicated people who come
tough.
every week. Like, you won't make as much money as the claw machines. Because claw machines are fucking expensive. Rhythm games are... At round one, like, they're more affordable than I thought they would be, especially, like, DDR.
Yeah.
Like,
I
I
thought
was
so, too.
surprised. Yeah, I was surprised.
Yeah.
For the amount of time you play it with one swipe of your round one card, it's like that's a deal, man. That's actually a good deal. Time, time. If you're trying to equate time to money.
That's why groups of people go there together on like every Friday and just like stay there all night. Like that's what people do. Round one's open late. What do they close at like 2 a.m. or something, Alec? Like they're open late.
Yeah, it's 10
And they have
a.m. to 2
alcohol there.
a.m. That's their hours. 10 a.m. to 2 a.m.
Dude,
Yeah,
when we were,
every
when
round
we were
of
at
elimination.
once it's past a certain time, kids aren't allowed in anymore.
yeah,
it's only
adults
18 or
only.
over.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Dude,
You get
at
ID.
FNCS,
Yeah,
at
you-
FNCS, they're buying pitchers of beer left and fucking right, bro. It was
Oh
sick.
my god, yeah.
Oh, dude, that's what we did at TwitchCon 2018, bro.
Yeah, I saw you.
That's what we
I saw
did. We
you
got-
feeding George a pitcher.
Yeah,
While
we
he was
got
playing.
pictures.
He
Pictures
was like,
of
"Drink up,
Orchard,
George. Drink
man.
up."
Yeah,
Pictures
it was
of
a great
Orchard.
time.
Yeah, it was sick. It was
Oh
great.
man, I got fucking wasted.
I don't even
Anyway.
drink beer, but
Yeah,
I do
no,
it. I
was,
do it in a group environment like that. It's fun as hell. Anyways.
Exactly. Yeah. No, there's no reason to do that by yourself. That shit's crazy. No,
Are you
I was
drinking
gonna say
by
that-
yourself at round one?
Loser. Just kidding.
No, I'm with my dad.
No, I'm with my dad. No, bro, okay, so the thing about DJ Maxx is that I looked at all the menus and I'm like, damn, I'm not getting swamped by 800 different settings. Which I thought was cool because I play Gitadora a lot, and it took me a couple trips there to understand all the settings.
It's
That
kind
I
of
was
a nightmare,
like trying
man.
to change and stuff like. And now I
Yeah.
have my Gitadora set up the right way. When I bring my e-amusement card and I scan myself in, everything is correct. It's like it's top down. The notes are coming towards me instead of up into the highway. It's coming down into the highway. My note speed is correct. All this stuff, and I'm like, okay, perfect. This is nice. But it's not like that by default. Not like that by default. And so, like, if someone doesn't have an e-amusement card to save their settings, they have to go into this big ass menu of settings and stuff like that. It's been like that since fucking, I don't know. I think, like, when I was playing DDR or whatever, I wanted to have it come down. Instead, I'm like, there's millions of different options. I don't like this. It's crazy.
I think that you just touched on something else that I think we could see better as well, like the e-amusement card, right? That's such a great idea. The fact that you can have a profile and take that to any arcade, and if the game's there, you can just log into your account and have your settings and have your idea, like everything you want is done, right? You have your rankings, you can have your profile, everything's there. Now, take that idea and compare it to Fortnite Festival's local multiplayer and how hard it is to set up and have multiple profiles and get your settings correct. Now imagine if you had your doohickey, right, that you scanned in on your phone and all your settings are there and you're at somebody else's house and it can just read that and it pulls in, oh, hello, Jason Paradise. Welcome back. Your note speed is blah, 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 blah. You like your calibration set a little bit like this. Is this TV still accurate? Let's check.
Oh, Jake, we can't hear you.
Jake's muted.
Sorry, I muted myself. I was typing before. I'm back.
Okay.
Don't worry. I know
Jake is
why.
back.
I know why Jason brought up the Doohickey, because you can already scan it. There's the scanner back
Yes,
there.
you
You put
can.
it in your phone. But Fortnite doesn't really have that capability. You'd almost have to have a brand new game built around the Doohickey
Yeah,
to make that happen.
Yeah.
I mean, they could still
But it's a
implement
possibility.
something like that.
They
right?
they could do something
I
like
wonder
that.
if
The
like
point is the
actually-
proof of concept.
Yeah, I wonder if Cracked actually could, like, in the way that they have these NFC things to read it. I wonder if there is a capability to, like, read or write data to it.
What if Yarg could do that? And it's like, oh, you're using a
Dude.
crack guitar? You're
Yeah,
using a
like,
crack
genuinely.
controller, bro? Oh, shit. You're going to
You're-
link, because they already do the thing where they link profiles as soon as you plug in a device.
Why couldn't they?
They do that in Yarg. So it's like,
Yeah, it would be.
why don't they
it
just
would be,
do that with the fucking
This-
crack controllers? That
It would
sounds
be
like
Yak.
an
Yet
amazing
another
idea.
amusement card. Yak.
This right here,
Yeah.
we could learn so much from the Eastern rhythm games, right? Like to look at the
Yeah.
arcades, look at something like a DJ Max. Bring these features over. We've been talking so many days now, so many episodes, and I'm so tired of us just hammering home, well, Fortnite could do this better. Cool, let's start highlighting these other games that are doing it the right way. And if Fortnite doesn't want to catch up, that's on them at that point.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like, and now we're just kind of in the set of forward thinking. It's, if we do get a new game one day, what are these other things that people could take from it? I want to just grab a controller. I want to grab my cracked guitar, and then all my shit's already set up when I go to the homie's house and play, or we have a meetup on another computer or something, and we just
Hell yeah.
log in. And then
I love
just,
that.
That's such a cool idea. That's such
Yeah,
a
like
cool
even
idea
even
to
if you
me.
even if like the mobile app or something, like even if it's not a physical card, like you have like a unique code or something, right? That like you can just input, and
Yeah,
it'll be like, oh yeah,
something.
here's your profile.
A sign,
like-
note speed 15, highway
Yeah,
length
yeah.
140, and it's using the completely black highway or something like that. You know what I mean? Something like
Yeah.
that. With this color profile,
Yeah, and
I mean, I would love
theoretically, I
that.
mean, technologically, it shouldn't be that hard to do. It's just that you have to build it around a game that has the
Yeah,
functionality
to
already
build it
included,
around a game that has the function.
which is the biggest
Mhm.
problem. But
Yeah,
it is what it is. Fortnite will never do it. That's a game within a game.
Yeah.
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 Yet
Which is-
again,
unless
the
they
big
why?
thing we always,
completely
I
remake
always have to
Fortnite.
remind myself of that fact that Fortnite is Battle Royale, and then Fortnite
Yeah.
Festival is just that thing over there.
And that's
Yeah.
why we're gonna start treating it like a side mode rather than the full on game, because like
Well,
we're
amen.
all kind of, well, I mean, if something
Hold on.
cool happens,
don't,
we'll talk
don't
about
go
it.
that far. I mean, it's still very much my reason I play Fortnite all the time.
Well, yeah, I
No,
don't
I
I
gotta
gotta
disagree
be
with
but
honest
you know
that.
what I
with
mean.
you too. There. I've had zero inclination to load up Fortnite since this change, because even though we get the songs for free, I feel very uncomfortable asking my community to pay for songs in a FOMO style.
Yeah,
Right?
I agree,
You're putting
100%.
you're putting
Yeah.
me in such an uncomfortable position, Epic, because what you did with us is you came to us and said, "Hey, we want your feedback. We want your thoughts. We're listening to you. By the way, we're actually not. Hey, we're going to do everything and not listen to anything you said. Hey, don't you want to still market our game in hopes that people buy the songs and use your
Yeah.
code and you
And
earn
we
a little
don't
bit of
we don't
money?"
want to market your game anymore.
No.
Like
No, it feels
not
gross.
the same way that we were, right?
Yeah.
We want to kind of take a step back and talk about stuff that we started Lore Hero for, the old games, like, stuff happening in the community. It doesn't just have to, obviously Fortnite is a part of that, not was, but like it still is, but we want to try to, like, don't think of it like forced positivity necessarily. Think of it more
No.
like
Rather,
This
just
is for
trying
the
to
people who
not
thought
dwell.
we were just taking up Epic Partners for
Yeah.
Festival. This is for you. This is for you because we genuinely care about the genre. I'm
No.
sorry.
Yeah.
I
What?
don't
You didn't
know,
expect
man.
that of us? You thought we're just lining our pockets?
Bro,
No, we're
I'm
genuinely upset about this. We have been.
If you think we're a shill, you don't watch us. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Yeah, you probably don't. You're probably not even listening to this. But
No, you're
I
not
don't
here
care.
at this point. No.
You're not here.
Hey.
No.
It's unfortunate that, again, like, some of the response from the community has been just play Clone Hero. I've seen that over and over. I saw
Yeah.
somebody say that to Ace. And I'm
It's
just
sad
like,
that
you
we're
really
back there.
think-
It's sad that we're
like-
back to that point. The point we were at many years ago. It's, how do I get back into Guitar Hero? I just play Clone Hero. It sucks that we
Hey,
we
but
don't have a genuine, like, official alternative. You know, Fortnite.
Well, you know what? This is why I worked so fucking hard last year to just push all the other games instead of just playing.
Yes, we do have options.
The note.
I think it worked pretty well, all things considered. I think that we are more in a console era than people realize. You know.
Oh, last year was I would almost consider it the year of the console. People were getting into console
Alec,
a lot.
Alec,
the 125%.
You were getting more concurrent viewership playing console than you did Clone Hero for a long
time.
Dude,
the people love Guitar Hero 2.
Yeah,
they love Guitar Hero 2.
Guitar 3.
I never thought that I would. I would
we
actually
got
be like, damn,
you got
I'm
custom
back Guitar Hero 2, man.
Custom career ISOs. You know, like those are huge. I'm still working.
Yeah, shout out to J-Rave, shout out to Orange Hat for Hat Edition.
I'm still working on
and people are making their own custom ISOs now.
Yeah, like I approached
approached
JNAC because there's like two methods you can use to make like a career ISO, and the one that J-Rabes uses is the spreadsheet method. So Addy Mills made this spreadsheet that you can convert a bunch of songs in Onyx, and then you take all of the short names that Onyx creates and puts those in the spreadsheet, and you basically run it through like Windows PowerShell. It does like all the DTA editing for you, and for what people you don't know what DTA is, think of it like a text file that you can edit, just like a song.ini, right?
And it's like specific to the Milo engine Guitar Hero Rock.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you're editing a script.
Language.
You're editing a script. And so the spreadsheet is more welcoming for people who don't have programmer brain like me, because it's not programming in the same sense as programming, but to me, it doesn't make any sense, right?
It turns programming into data entry, this little spreadsheet.
Yeah, exactly. Thing. So I had Local H guide me through DTA editing, and he had me use the custom edition of GH2DX, which is behind in many features, and it closes off career, right? Like, it's made for you to just dump songs in the bonus, right? Like, that's what it was made for. It was made for, like, a more straightforward option. But I like the J-Rabes, like, made a custom career, and I was like, that's what I wanted. So we had to go edit all these DTAs and, like, re-enable all of the things that they disabled for custom edition. And I was like, this is stupid, right? And so JNAC is actually slowly shipping away at a like more like custom career friendly ISO for people, right?
I like
and they
that.
brought up the idea.
I think what J-Rabes uses is just the regular 2 Deluxe. Like,
yes, he uses the base
as it is. Like, if you load that ISO into Onyx, it looks for all the midis for like 80s Encore Edition, that little
Everything.
demo that they had for GH1 Encore. It looks for Crawl by Kings of Leon, because they disabled the strum limit, and that was like a bonus song that they had on GH2 Deluxe ISO, or 1.0 or whatever. So it like looks for all that stuff. But it's about like what J-Rabes uses, that spreadsheet thing that Addy Mills has, about as close as you can get to a GUI of just making ISO as possible, as close as possible.
We need a GUI, and like both Scott and JNAC agree
that
with that.
Shit's not easy. I wish that shit was easy. I looked into what it takes to make a GUI of something. I'd rather fucking string up in Minecraft.
Dude, imagine if we had GH2 360 Maker, but for like and better. You know?
Yeah,
because
well, I'm thinking Guitar Wizard, okay?
Yeah.
I'm thinking Guitar Wizard. That program is legendary.
Yeah, it is.
Okay? But we need something like that, but for like 2 Deluxe. I think if you try and do that with 2 Deluxe, it doesn't work, or something goes wrong, or I don't know. But
whoever's
that's an
watching this,
program.
If you are smart, step up to the plate. We are begging you.
Yeah, because that's the other thing that I'm missing. I'm missing with like playing customs and stuff. It's the career mode progression. That's where I think like Fret Smasher was cooking. That's where Phase Shift and Frets on Fire was cooking, because you could have custom careers in there with custom boss battles,
progression,
stuff like that. And then even Fret Smasher was taking it another level with cutscenes. They're doing cutscenes right in between tiers. So it's like, okay, it's time for the next hit. Dude, you imagine how cool that would be if you're just playing a custom ISO. It's like, all right, you just got past the first tier, but you're not fucking ready for the next or something. And it's like getting song unlocks on DJ Maxx. Also, it just does the thunk, 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 thunk.
Hey,
and then,
there was something in DJ Maxx you haven't seen yet. I'm going to give it to you now. There's a missions tab, okay? Missions are custom set lists of songs with modifiers.
Ooh.
Oh, dude, this felt perfect.
Oh, that sounds
perfect.
so cool, man.
Jake, go play it.
Here's
maybe I will.
It gets
Don't
crazy. All right. I've had some of the best players on DJ Maxx in my chat say they cannot pass the last missions.
Really?
Oh, so they're real ass missions. They're real ass.
They're
missions.
real.
So
Damn.
one of the things I thought was pretty crazy in Red Smasher was they had their the chaos mode or whatever it was called, where every lane was its own speed.
Oh,
That's a modifier in DJ Maxx.
Ugh.
That sounds horrible.
Yucky.
That sounds so bad.
There's
no,
different,
that's a modifier in fucking DJ Maxx. Goodbye. I'm done.
there
That's
are
insane.
there's
Crazy.
different. You can get different scroll effects. You can get disappearing like DDR.
Yeah,
It's all
the
there.
only way that I could think is like the best players ever can't pass a mission. It's like, is there modifiers like each of the lanes is a different speed, and then there's brutal mode with note shuffle on? Is
Oh,
that
You
what
can
it
get things like that. You
is?
can get things like that. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to imagine what that would look like, and I'm
So-
throwing
Because like
up.
then you put motherfuckers like me on there on Guitar Hero with different lane hyperspeed, brutal mode, and note shuffle.
It's
lefty
over.
flip.
It's
I'm not.
so
I'm not.
over.
Pa-
It's o-
I'm not
it's over.
passing. I'm
That's
not
the difference,
passing
right?
slow ride.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's-
passing rock you like a hurricane.
No, it's
No,
beyond
I'm
over
not
for that.
passing that
Imagine, bro.
shit, dude. I
would
have FC
love-
chiasm. I am not passing that.
I love
You know what
the
I mean?
idea of a game like that in 5-fret that gives us that modularity of like,
Yes.
oh,
Yeah, man.
you're playing through right now, but all of a sudden your highway length is shorter and your notes are faster, and hey, you better be able to adjust because the situation's changed, and that just sounds so fun. That's nice.
That's cool because then it gives people who are just too good for the game and just
It
they
humbles
load it up
them.
and then they load it up for some
Yeah.
dopamine and they're just like, whatever. No, but if you put them on missions, it's like, oh shit, okay,
New
cool.
challenges.
New
there's
challenges
incent-
for a day.
there's
I'm not. I'm not.
incentive.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not trying to like grind a fucking FC out or something. I'm just trying to play the game or whatever.
Yeah, like I feel like
Uh,
that's why I don't even enjoy playing Clone Hero casually because on drums I do, but like like on guitar, like it feels like
See,
there's
drums
no
is
incentive,
different 'cause-
you know.
Drums is way
Because you
too
know what I
drums,
mean?
It's
drums
like
is
such a
always
physical thing.
progression. I feel
Yeah.
like yeah.
I feel like the drums piece. Also, you just have that physicality. It's like working out. I don't
Yes,
necessarily
it
work out
is.
that much.
It's a
but like
great
when
cardio
people,
workout.
people who work out frequently say, "Hey, I love doing it. You know, it makes me feel good. I get the dopamine rush just from just moving my body. The drums does that for you.
No,
guitar
I
not
do-
so
I
much.
do
You're doing
too.
this.
Yeah, like drums.
It just hits you differently
You
in
know,
the brain.
I
100%.
well, first of all, drum shout outs to Brady is back. Birdman is back to stream.
Yes.
He has-
Oh,
he has
Oh
a
yeah,
drum.
yeah.
But
Yep.
he's one of the biggest reasons why I picked up pro drums again. You know,
Yeah,
like because
dude.
just he's way too good. Like he just is. And so I messaged him this past week because I've been struggling a lot with like hi-hat snare technique, like crossing over. And he was explaining like like how he adjusts his hi-hat based on songs, and like he uses this thing called Alec, I
That's
think
so
it's called
big. Yeah,
the
you know what?
Moeller technique for hi-hat. He was telling me about.
Oh,
you know
I
how
think I
like
know what
you
you're
know in
talking
Blinded
about.
by Fear how he does like the 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 where like the third hit he kind of
Yeah,
drops
he
the
does
stick.
like he does like a
Yeah.
weird. He does a drop, push, pull back, and he gets
Yeah,
like
and
fucking
so
3 or 4 hits in
he-
one
he-
motion. I was
he
just
said
like,
that,
that's
like-
so cool.
He basically said like that's the only way you're going to be able to do fast 16th notes in a lot of situations, right? And that like it's
Jacob,
like
you want to bring this up here?
learning
The
is
Yes,
spike.
I am
The
having
spike,
troubles even.
Here, there's the spike is at 440. He literally does it at 440. This is on the
Yeah.
YouTube channel Art of Drumming. The Moeller
Side
technique.
note: this dude's facial hair is fucking sick.
Yes, no, it looks awesome. But like he
That
does the
dangling
hand motion. You
thing.
can see it at 445. He does it 440, 447, 448. But like you can see how he does it.
yeah.
Okay, so he's doing
Like,
one big
it-
big
it's
thing
three
there, and
groups
he's just
of
doing.
three. It's groups of 3, and the third one is what. Yeah, like you can't really flick your wrist like you normally do for like really fast shit.
He's almost just like doing one big motion and then using the rebound to his advantage
correct.
to
Yeah.
just kind of go
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
rebound.
Because your fingers take care of the rest.
Yeah,
Mhm.
dude, the
Yeah.
motion blurring on this video is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know why it's so motion blurred. I noticed that too. I guess they forgot to disable resample.
They forgot to disable resample.
It's Sony Vegas. They forgot.
That's off by
we've
default
all-
now
we've all-
in the newer
This
versions
is
of Sony
actually
Vegas.
a really bad sampling.
All 4 of us have been
We're
through
looking-
that.
This is actually really
Oh, yeah.
bad resampling.
The notes
This
have
is
ghost
the-
notes
like the
too. It's
worst.
crazy.
Shit's 20, 26 FPS or something.
But yeah,
it's
like
so
I-
bad. But yeah,
I very much enjoy pro drums a lot more than just like 5-fret right now in general, and it's cool. It would be. I mean, will festival add pro drums? I don't fucking know. I'm just gonna stop thinking about it, and like.
Hey man, I put up a drum cover. I don't give a fuck anymore.
I've had these sitting.
Sticks.
I've had these sticks sitting over here on my desk because every now and then I'll just pull up a YouTube video and I'll just desk drum. I'll just desk drum onto it because my drums are over there. I could go pull them
I'm
out.
surprised you're not using the
this.
fucking airstrike.
That's right there. I always
Well,
have
you
that.
don't need
I
pads
always
for
got
the
that thing on me.
airstrike. You can
I don't
just
need to. It's the
put it
perfect
on
drum
the
set.
ground.
But then these don't work with it. I got to get the drumsticks with AA batteries in it, and they're so heavy, and I get fatigued. So
all of a sudden it's not cool.
all of a sudden they call me a fake fan or something.
Number one power gig glazer doesn't like it.
Dude, Chance of One sent me a message the other day. He was like, I brought Power Gig over to my friend's house and just to show him what it was like. I'm like, bro,
my God.
I'm gonna read my message verbatim because I thought it was funny, and also just because if anybody else is thinking about doing this, you're a bad friend. I said, I'll say it because your friend didn't want to hurt your feelings. You're a bad friend for bringing Power Gig over to your friend's house.
Of all the games to bring to a friend's house,
I'm obviously joking, but like,
It's
Jesus
good that
Christ,
you're honest though.
yeah, you're a bad friend for that. Why would you do that?
honest.
He did put him on a Rock Band 1 kit to play drums. I'm like, you could have been a much worse friend if you got the airstrike out. But I mean, let's be honest, you're being an asshole. here.
Rock Band 1 kit being forced to play Power Gig with a Rock Band 1 kit. Oh,
Hey, did he put pennies in it
Dude,
though?
it always could be worse. Never forget. Never
Yeah.
forget.
It could be worse. Yeah, I played
Never-
on that for about 20 minutes. I got one registered. I got one note registered in that. And
Not
I was
joking,
like,
by
oh,
the
this
you
is-
way.
know what?
Not joking.
Jake's gotta get that kitty drum set you made a video with.
Eh?
Oh, yeah. The $90 drum kit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be perfect
Is
for
it
you,
full of
Jake.
kitties? You call me a pussy?
No. Oh, hold on.
All right, relax. bro.
Kids electronic drum kit.
Oh,
Drum
kid
set.
with D's. I thought it was like literally like cats
D's?
on your drums. Kitty.
You get hold on. It has to have MIDI out, and the MIDI out was USB-C.
Bro, what?
Yeah, and I was like, "Are you serious?" Like, I bought it, and I was like, "Okay, if it's not this, then I'm returning it." But it said MIDI out, and it was a USB-C port, and I was like,
Bro.
"No fucking
That's
way this
crazy.
works." I
That's
plug
wild.
it into my PC. It says setting up MIDI drum set 9 or whatever, something MIDI-9. And I was like, "No fucking way!" I
Dude,
load
the
up
future's so
Clone Hero, and
cool.
it's in there. It's
The
just
future's
there.
amazing.
Oh, this one rolls up. Yeah, this is the one. Here you go.
Ooh.
AIDS
Rolls
link, by
up.
the way. Sorry.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
One of the
Oh
worst
my
links
God,
I've ever seen in
that's
my
such
life.
a
It's
long
just-
link.
It's just a pad. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's USB-C
Yeah.
MIDI out. That's crazy.
I don't even know if this one's USB-C MIDI out. There is
Well,
MIDI
something
out on
similar.
here.
How
I just
about that?
don't know what it is.
Oh,
But
this is perfect for festival when it drops. Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
actually,
yeah,
though,
yeah.
it has 4 pads. I'm assuming that orange one in the middle is a kick drum, and it has
Yes, it
4
is correct.
cymbals.
the one that I have
Yeah.
actually has a kick pedal. I think this one actually
Oh, this
come with a
does
kick
have
pedal.
pedals. Okay,
Yeah, it's got-
the
It has
second
pedals
picture
with
has
it. You
pedals.
just need to have something. You just need to have a stand with it. I think the one that I bought had a stand. That's why it was $90 instead of 75.
Worm.
I think
that is taken over my vernacular, by the way, saying worm instead of word. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
saying
yeah,
worm.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
worm.
it's just better than saying word.
Worm.
Absolutely.
Oh, you know what, Jake? This one's perfect because this one comes with Bear headphones. Oh wait, that's the wrong link.
This
Hold
the
on,
same
hold on.
link.
That is the
Sorry,
exact
that's the same
same
link.
thing.
Here you go. No. Sorry, I was trying to get this. I was trying to get
that's
the
a great
nice,
link.
shortened.
the
Yeah.
nice smaller link. Yeah.
Oh,
That was
shit!
some
Look at
little
those
bear
headphones.
Oh shit! I want the
Yo!
headphones. I want
Yeah,
that
see,
little bear
look.
headphone. It's got little ears.
Dude, this bitch has 9 pads. Holy fuck!
The only
I
problem
don't
is
think
this
this one
says
has pedals.
I'll be
There's no
honest.
pedals
says
with
This
this
one
one.
looks like shit.
free delivery by Monday, May 12th.
Here, this one
Oh,
shows the
bitch!
USB.
Mine's May 11th.
Look, it says USB. USB on the back that looks like micro
Yup.
USB, I think. Oh, no, that's C. I think that's C.
No, hey, see,
Pedals.
it's got the
Pedals.
it's got the 2 little things on there, the little grippies. It's got grippers on there. That's a micro
tell.
USB.
Rippers.
USB
Yeah, I
DC
guess you're
5
right.
volts.
Yeah, that might be got the little grippers. Yeah, that's good for festival when Pro Drums drops.
Yeah,
Whenever that is.
Bro, I'm completely and utterly just doom-pilled right now on festival. Like,
No, I get it.
fully into, like, okay, Did you guys see the Linkin Park eyes emoji today?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
did
I didn't
see
even
that.
I didn't even care. It's kind of sad.
Yeah,
I cared.
Jason,
I liked it.
you're actually talking over the festival
The
time
timer
limit.
is no. This is important though.
I'm just kidding.
Linkin
I'm just-
Park
no,
won
no, no,
game-
no. This
No.
is actually important. I'm just
No, this one right here is actually enough to make me jump off a bridge next time I load Fortnite.
Because-
yes. There you go. There you go.
In Fortnite.
Because
On fucking Bridge Tycoon.
hey,
there you go.
Linkin Park was the band that got me into music, right? Like in general, like that was like the band that got me into rock, like that transition from hip hop into rock. So they're very special to me. And somebody tweeted, "When are we going to get more Linkin Park and festival?" And they retweeted it with an eyes emoji. And I'm like, seriously, right after all this, you're going to start
yeah, I
giving
was
me
like,
all the
why
shit that I've
now?
been wanting? Right
Hey,
now,
well-
now.
I'm doomed. I'm doomed.
Not trying to say anything, but I'm just saying that put out a brand new single on Thursday, March 27th. What day do jam tracks come out on? Nobody
Oh,
knows
no.
anymore. But it used to be Thursdays. So
Oh yeah, they changed that too. That's true.
yeah, didn't even mention
They-
that. This whole
Oh,
whole
God,
fiasco
they
with
changed
with
that,
Katy
too.
Perry and Paramore. It's like, hey,
See, it's like,
these
I'm
new
not as
songs coming to the
bothered by
shop. Shut up, man. Stop.
Hey,
No, this is
do I
the-
have to tap the wrist again?
Yes, you do.
Nah, guys, this is the ripping the Band-Aid off episode. In future episodes, we will have something called the Fortnite Festival Corner, where we will have an actual time limit on what we
Dude,
talk about.
I gotta set up an OBS
Yeah, you know
scene
what,
with,
Jake? I'll
with
be like,
fucking-
all right,
End
Jake,
of-
throw
it'll
the
be at
timer
end
right
of the
now.
episode. It'll be at
Throw
the
the
end of the
timer.
episode. It'll be how we end every episode.
Dude,
So
that'd
get
actually be
ready.
funny if I do that. We should do that.
Yeah.
Real quick.
But
While we're on
but
Fortnite,
like
though.
genuinely, I think genuinely like the festival court. That sounds like a good idea because then it condenses our thoughts and it's not like
No, I
spread
agree, and
out.
put it at the end
Yeah.
of the
Put it out
episode
there,
because
out
look,
because
guys,
this has been
look,
very spread again.
Guys, we
Yeah.
get that you don't like if we keep talking about Fortnite, we get that you guys don't like the episodes. Like I've had people approach me about it, and honestly, if you feel that way, tell us in the comments, please, because like we want to make this podcast, an enjoyable listener watch for people.
Yeah, we don't want to like sit here and bitch all the time. There's enough
Yeah,
podcasts, enough
no.
streamers that do that shit.
Yeah.
That's
that
why we
bitch
did the
about
positive
stuff on
spin with
stream.
the.
It's just-
That's why
Yeah.
we did the positive spin with the other rhythm games, right? Like,
Mhm.
and
that's-
that was the point of Lore Hero in the first place. Is just like we there's a lot of cool things we want to talk about.
Yeah,
and,
Fortnite
like,
just kind of
be
happened.
happy
Fortnite just
about.
derailed it.
And just Fortnite just kind of happened, and now we had to become critical of it because we were, and we are. we
We've
still
been
are.
critical,
It's
but
just
now
like,
now the
being
critical is
critical.
hitting a critical point.
the
Yes.
critical
the
points.
Fortnite festival situation is crazy. Okay, I had to say.
Yeah, thank you. That was my tweet. Got like 2,000 likes. I was pretty happy.
He needs
Oh,
to make that
wait!
video.
I didn't even realize you.
Oh, you
He did,
bitch.
he did.
You didn't even like
I
my
didn't
tweets.
realize. No, you said critical like that. We said
link
critical
it right
twice.
now. He's got to like it. You got to link it. You got to
So-
post it.
I'll
That's so
find it.
funny.
I'll find it. Hold on.
Just
Here
go on
it
your
is.
profile, scroll down. What are you complaining about, man?
That's what I'm doing. It's right there.
Epic
Shut
Games
up.
has made an absolute fucking stinky nipples.
2.5. It's crazy that
Decent
the
Charlie.
festival tweet actually got fucking community noted.
Did you-
and
did
know,
you ratio them?
get community noted.
like the
it's
festival tweet.
last I
embarrassing.
checked,
Yeah.
about half of the traffic from that tweet. It might be a little less now, but about half the traffic from that tweet came from Alec and I.
Oh yeah, you guys ratioed the fuck out of
Yeah.
it. I think Jason's tweet. Did you get like 5K likes?
Last
I
it
checked,
over
it was
6.
5. So yeah, you got a lot
Let
of
me
now.
look.
And then Alec basically just said FOMO has no place, and that got
Yeah,
a
mine
shit ton of
didn't
likes
get nearly
too.
as many likes, but it still got attention. Like everybody who retweeted it got attention. That's the thing that I mentioned at the beginning of the episode is that like everybody's unified on this. This is
Yes.
the first time that I have. Usually, like you have changes that come up, and some people, there's like like most people are against it, but there's some people who are like, oh, it's not a big deal. But like 99.9% of what I've seen is people saying this is a bad.
Hey,
idea.
this sucks. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
so good. It's a good thing.
Alec and I both on both of our tweets saw over 6,000 likes.
Wow.
Alex
Ratio.
actually ended up getting a little bit more long term. His is closer to 8K. Mine's right below 7K. His is right below 8K. And between the two of us, 450,000 views.
Holy
Wow.
shit!
That's a lot of people, man.
Yeah, so it's kind of just reaching out the bubble.
And
Maybe
each
not
of
out
those
the bubble,
views-
but it's just
each of those
reaching
views
out
that
the
you get-
festival bubble.
Counts as a view towards their tweet as well, and their tweet got 1.4 million
Yeah.
views. So
yeah.
that is like
the whole views thing works
that's like
strangely on Twitter.
a third.
Third of the traffic. A
Pretty
third of the
much.
traffic. So
Yeah.
it's dropped a little from the half, but like
and
that's
like
still a lot.
That's a lot.
well, Evan's
they call you
tweet,
influencers
too,
for a
like-
reason.
See, Evan's tweet as well, like it's like
Yeah.
I said, like there's sort of a silver lining to it because it brought attention to like a long standing issue of like the West conflating like saying that, like, acting unintentionally like Guitar Hero and Rock Band are the only rhythm games when they're not, and they're not even remotely close to being the first ones ever. Like I was talking to Mr. Electric Nick. The first rhythm game he ever played was Vib Ribbon. You remember that game?
On the PS1?
Yeah,
Nick was a
That
Vib Ribbon
game-
person too.
yeah, he was.
Vib Ribbon
yeah.
is a very that's cool as shit actually.
Yeah, somebody
so,
told me
like-
about that in my chat one time. I'm like, what the hell is Vib Ribbon? And they made me look up a video of it. I'm like, this is on the PS1? This shit looks
Yeah,
crazy.
it was on the PS1. It's crazy, man. I
This is
only
what Vib
knew
Ribbon
about
looks
that
like.
as of a couple of years ago.
I've watched a lot of
but-
videos to have it, but I've never played it. Like videos
Dead
to
ass
talk
Vib
about
Ribbon.
it.
This looks like this could be a game that somebody makes like today. And being
Today.
just,
Yeah,
just an
yeah,
indie
totally.
game that gets put out on Steam and it's like a small smash hit in the indie scene.
That
Mhm.
aesthetic is,
It's an evergreen aesthetic. It's just minimalist.
Yep.
yeah.
White and black.
Reminds me of like a
lines.
Limbo or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Limbo. I
yeah,
remember that
Limbo.
game.
Oh,
Limbo's
man.
great.
Yeah. There's good games out there.
Yeah. Before we get off the Fortnite thing again, I just want to clarify my own personal thoughts surrounding it because I'm kind of conflicted on it a little bit. Because I said earlier, Fortnite, I mean, the reason I play Fortnite is because of Festival. I didn't play Fortnite before Festival,
I did not either.
and if Festival ceases, I probably won't continue playing Fortnite. Okay?
Nope.
Festival is the
That's
reason
fair.
I play Fortnite, and I still do think it has what it takes to be a successful game. It's not there yet. I'm going to stick with it as long as I can, in good faith. I'm just upset. I'm just,
We're all upset.
It's gonna-
you just when
it's
you
gonna
want more
dissolve
and you don't
this-
get it, it's just a bit disappointing. And there are other options, so it's getting harder to personally justify myself playing it and also recommending others play it because I'm like, well, why would I tell you to do that when it's like
Yeah.
not great yet?
Mhm.
Mhm.
I don't want to be one of those people who continues playing a game they don't like out of obligation. And I feel like we've, as a whole, been feeling this obligation to support and try to guide Fortnite in a good direction for the community. I know that's been my feeling.
Mhm.
That I want to help, that I want to, make sure these games don't go away again. And now that we've seen that the corporate decision making doesn't really care about passion and it's about the almighty dollar, well, then it's time for us to act accordingly, right?
Yeah, and again, feels very much like Epic just pulling in the reins. Like, hey, by the way, you need to make more money off this, and we're going to do what we've been doing. We're going to FOMO the shit out of our player base. Also, they're getting sued for that, by the way, just saying.
They are.
Also, they're getting sued
getting
for
sued.
being purposely making the game addictive to children, by the way. Also, they're being
Purposely
sued for this, by the way.
misleading.
Also,
Yeah.
they're being sued for this, by the way. I don't
They
know.
asked us when we became Epic partners to be truthful. They wanted the truth. We've given it this whole episode and every other episode we've thrown out over the last year plus, right? So if they want to look at us as a way to make money, unfortunately, I kind of feel like that should be the way that we look at them back, right? Like, we will use the game as the platform that it is in its current state, but we're not going to pull punches. We can be honest, and we're going to not give it as much attention going forward unless they change things.
Exactly,
change
because
it, Cool.
they thrive
But otherwise-
they thrive on negative press, man. And I've noticed that more and more over time that like Jake said this not on the pod, but like he was like, they're so leaker brained, and like they thrive
Yeah.
on leakers, like that's why like they have no roadmaps. That's why they don't tell people what's going on, because like, oh, it's fine, the leakers will just leak it anyway, and then it'll drum up hype
Genuinely,
like that.
Like they,
You know?
they have these unpaid marketers doing their work
They
for them
do.
that data mine the shit.
like
so they,
us.
Yeah,
kind of in a way. Like they're just outsourcing their announcement posts to FireMonkey and Hypex and Sheena and all these people that are just like, found in the files. This is coming. This is coming. This is coming. Don't forget to use my code in the item shop and you go buy this skin. Like that. I mean, and they have millions upon millions of followers on Twitter. So I mean, it gets out probably faster than Epic Games could do it themselves. So why would they stop doing what the status quo is working for them? Even though I don't like it. I don't know if many people necessarily like the way that the Fortnite news comes out. It's just the way it is, and it's beneficial to Epic and not necessarily us in a way, if that makes any sense. What I'm saying is I prefer if we got official announcements for things. But we just rarely ever do. We have to find out about this shit from people digging in the files for no good fucking reason.
I don't know if you guys saw this, but Mandy made a post actually about Rock Band 4's
the Rock
roadmap.
Band
The
roadmap.
roadmap.
Yeah.
I did see that. Yeah, if you could pull it up. It was
Yeah.
a bit eye-opening. It's like, yeah, we really haven't changed how much in these past few years, because it was like the first year roadmap for Rock Band 4, and Rock Band 4 came out almost 10 years ago, by the way, October 2015. So it's going to be its 10
There
years
you go, Jake.
this October.
So you
Oh,
can
thank
pull
you.
that up on the stream.
Thank you. I was stalling.
It said stream. God damn it.
Hey, we're streaming.
Stream.
Chat, what do you think of this? Looking back at Rock Band 4 roadmap, and let's remember that this was during the time that Harmonix had no publisher to help the game. We got practice mode 8 months later after Rock Band 4's launch, and a year later we got online multiplayer. Multiplayer. Harmonix cared about their game. Epic, do better.
Somp jump scare. I see it right there.
Yeah.
Yep, Somp.
Synchronous online multiplayer.
Also, I didn't realize that the Rivals guitar game bundle was only $90. That's actually kind of insane. It's cheaper than I expected it to be.
That's not a bad deal.
$89.99 for a Jag.
in 2016.
You could have bought that Jag bundle, held onto it for 2 years, and sold it for a profit. Used even. You could have played Rock Band 4 on that Jag for 2 years, sold it for a profit because the instruments were just out of production. But yeah,
That's
man,
still cheaper than the Riffmaster.
big time.
So somebody commented, crazy to think we thought this was rock bottom at the time, and they're absolutely right.
It was.
Okay. I mean, it was.
It was.
Compared to now, it could be so much worse.
Oh, we can go lower. We can go lower.
What you just said, though, did you see they actually released shoes in Fortnite this week called Rock Bottoms?
They did.
Right
They
after.
did. Yeah.
Right after. I also think
Oh my
it's
god, it was
hilarious.
Sanic tweeted.
Yes, Sanix tweets. I already have it up.
Sanic's tweet is crazy.
How did they also release a song that's all about ain't it fun living in the real world the same week as this
Hey,
news?
welcome back to the real world. Rock
Don't go
bottom.
crying to your mama.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're
Don't
living
go
in
crying to
the
your
real world.
mama.
Oh,
Don't do it.
That's another thing. I've seen people speculating
You're on
about
your own.
the reason why the jam tracks were like delayed this week. Like we had Katy Perry Roar come out in the shop on Tuesday, like the day of the announcement, but also it was next to an emote. And then wait, where are the jam tracks on Thursday for the 2 Paramore songs? Oh, wait, the emotes come out on Friday. That's why they had to hold off. It's because the emotes are coming out Friday. Listen to yourself. Are you kidding me? They choose when the emotes come out too, idiot. They just put them on the same day. Put it out on Thursday. You want the emotes? Why did Katy Perry Roar have to come out on Tuesday? Why couldn't they just have the emote come out with the song on Thursday as well? They choose this shit, bro. Unless I'm crazy. I could be crazy too. That's not the thing either. I've also seen speculation that every jam track now will come with an emote. No, of course not. That's ridiculous. That's just this week, bro. Calm down. Anyways.
What if every jam track did have something special? That would actually mean they'd be doing something that'd be cool and unique, but they're not.
True.
I'll be
Stop
so
coping.
honest. I don't give a shit about the emotes. I don't care. I don't care about. I just want the jam track. I don't care.
Wait a second.
I couldn't tell you. I don't think this calendar year I've emoted in Fortnite Festival.
Wait a second. Hold on. Emotes, cosmetics. That means they're just like jam tracks. They're being called cosmetics.
They're the exact same thing. No difference at all.
Exact same thing, right? No gameplay elements whatsoever.
Nope.
I want to jump off
Guys, you need to
my
stop
house.
feeding Tim Sweeney, okay?
in Fortnite.
Yeah, you got to
Got a house
stop
in
feeding
Fortnite?
Tim Sweeney.
In real life. Are you
He's an
feeding him in
eternal
real life, too?
hunger. He's an eternal
God.
hunger.
Dude, did you know that if you get to the very end of Custom Cars Tycoon, when you go through the big portal, you feed the Earth Sprite, and then he gives you something special?
Oh,
But
really?
then when you try to feed him again, he's like, I'm not hungry anymore. Come back
Wait a
later.
second.
See-
You're trying to feed the Earth Sprite, like Sprite from McDonald's?
You're looking so deep into this. It's just a name of a character.
Dude,
dog.
McDonald's Sprite is so good. Yeah, Jake, I bought everything in that
Oh,
game,
no.
but I didn't go through the portal. So
Yeah, you have to get some of the later cars to be able to get enough speed to go through the portal. Before we
I
get
want to play DJ Max.
before we get off McDonald's, I have to bring this up. I have to bring this up. Do you guys see my McDonald's single cheeseburger speed run I did?
Oh yeah, you fumbled that hard, bro.
Yeah, that was fucking bad.
happened?
Okay, so friend of the show, Carlo Cavaluzzi. I was watching him stream a couple weeks ago. He was playing Yarg drums, and then one of his friends DoorDashed him a McDonald's single cheeseburger. And it was like, yo, how fast can you eat this? they have like a spreadsheet going of like their little friend group of how fast each of them can eat a single cheeseburger from McDonald's. When I say single cheeseburger, I'm talking about one patty, okay? Not one
patty,
cheeseburger.
one
I'm
cheese?
talking about a single patty cheeseburger, not a double cheeseburger. The rules
Does it have the mix-ins on it? So there's like onion,
everything's
and
on
pickle,
it.
and
Everything on it.
everything's on it?
Pickles
Okay,
are on
okay,
there.
right.
Onions are on there. Ketchup, mustard on there. You must have it fully stock as it came. No modifications. Okay. I don't even like
Stock.
pickles. Yeah, fully stock. I don't even like pickles. I take pickles off the burgers if they're there, but I ate those pickles because I was being brave because it's a speed run. Carlo got like 36 seconds, something like that. to eat a McDonald's cheeseburger. He was so disappointed because like the record is like 14 seconds, which is insane.
Yeah.
How fast do you guys
So
think you can
fast,
eat a
bro.
McDonald's single cheeseburger? Just give me a guess.
20 seconds, 25 seconds.
Okay, 20 seconds, 25.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a drink allowed or no?
No drink. These are the rules.
Okay,
No
yeah,
drink,
I think
no
I do.
No
I do.
drink allowed. You can drink before or after, not during. You must swallow whole. The timer stops when you are swallowed. Nothing left in your mouth.
Yeah,
I
I can
hate how
inhale
that
one, dude.
sounds.
I can do
I
it.
hate how that sounds. Man.
When you are swallowed, did you
I can
like
swallow.
that? You can swallow. You must swallow. You
I can
got
swallow.
to be a throat goat.
You must swallow.
Yeah.
That's what I called
Yep.
soya because she beat my time. Vegan
I
style.
was gonna
too.
say she beat your time with a bigger burger too.
Bigger burger, vegan
Yeah.
style. So that shit was
Yep.
dry
Wait,
as
so
shit. I know it.
It took you 36 seconds?
No.
What happened?
Carlo took 36 seconds. You want to know how long it took
Oh,
me?
okay. So what happened?
1 minute and 16 seconds.
Who
I
taught
know.
you how to eat? Who taught
No
you how
one.
to eat?
Clearly, I'm self-taught, and I'm shit. I'm bad at it. Clearly, I'm not a
I feel
good
like
eater.
You need to fucking retry that. Reevaluate. You need to.
I did. I bought
Take
the
it-
two
take it back into
cheeseburger
the
meal.
studio.
I had 2 attempts, and the second attempt was worse. It was like a minute 30.
No.
It was so bad. It was
You had
so
less
bad.
stomach space. Less stomach space.
No, okay, so this is what happened. I started eating it, and I was like, oh, shit, this is dry. This is really dry. I don't have enough saliva to produce to be able to chew this and swallow it. And then I felt like it was so over. Then my jaw started tensing up, and I just like, I can't chew anymore. Like there's too much food in my mouth, and I can't chew it. Like my jaw muscles are weak. I need to get more reps in. I got to do this like every day. I got to start practicing. I got to hit my reps at the
eat a
gym.
McDonald's cheeseburger every day.
2 of them. I got to get 2 of them down, bro. Like at least, maybe even 4.
I think you need to redeem yourself. You got to try it again, bro.
I do too. You need to redeem yourself with the 20-second estimation because I know you're off base.
You know what, Jake? I have an
So?
idea.
Because I thought I could do it in 30.
Jake, you need to make a new world record.
So is there?
You
is
have to
there any-
simultaneously play Trick Shot Simulator while eating the burger.
Eat
there-
the burger while hitting the trick shot.
Is there any rules to how you consume it other than the drink? Like, can I just like?
You could
Like, can I
deconstruct
do
it if you
that?
wanted to. The only rule that I really asked for was like, can you go Joey Chestnut style in this bitch and just dunk it? No, you cannot because that would count as drinking. You can't
would
like
count.
dunk
Yeah,
your
absolutely,
buns
100%.
to
yeah.
soften it up.
When I found out, it's just like, oh yeah, so that the moisture soaks up in the bread.
Yeah, that would definitely
that
be
it
cheating.
goes
That
down
that'd be
easier.
that'd be a water percent run. But if you're going for
Water
the full any
percent.
percent, you could also go pickle percent if you wanted to. The pickleless.
You know
run.
what? You know what competitive food eaters do? They have a couple of spoonfuls of mayonnaise. They eat a couple spoonfuls of mayonnaise so that it slides down the throat.
Really?
That sounds like a
Ooh.
Badlands chug strat.
Yeah.
There's no rules against this as far as I know. I'd have to go talk to the rules czar over in Carlos Discord, but I think that would
I don't know. This
probably
was
be
like 20
fine.
years ago. I heard about this.
No, this makes sense.
So
This
but
makes sense.
Maybe that's illegal now.
Yeah, I don't know what the rules have evolved to nowadays. with
Maybe that's
competitive
against
eating.
the law. Chugging
No,
mayonnaise.
but dude, I have to pull this up. Hold on, because I looked up a video of a dude doing it. Fastest McDonald's cheeseburger, just like some slop, like search terms. Fastest McDonald's burger eaten, and this dude blew my fucking mind, dog. This is it. Okay, I'm gonna link it to you guys. I'm gonna show it to the stream because we're streaming. This blew my goddamned mind. Watch this. It's a YouTube short.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so
I'm watching.
I'm watching.
dude has single cheeseburger. 1 bite, 2
Okay.
bite, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Oh
8,
my
9,
God.
10, 11 maybe. Swallows. 11
Dude, he looks
bites.
so locked in too.
He was.
Dude, he's swallowing while he's eating.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
It was insane to me. I counted each each movement of his jaw. 11, 10 or 11. That's it. That's all he needed, and he swallowed that
Yeah.
shit whole pretty much. I don't
that's
have that
crazy.
ability. That's
crazy.
what held me back. I had to chew a lot to get that into small enough chunks where I wouldn't throw up because I'm
He's a bit of
swallowing
a
whole.
chewer.
What are these
he's a big chewer.
digestions? Like
I
that's
don't
gotta be
have
fucking
that.
you up, right?
I don't have that ability. I don't think I can't do that.
I think it's because they probably just have one day where they just say fuck it, and then the rest of the days it's
I don't know.
it's their diet.
I was thinking that I have to prepare for this. Like I have to drink a
It's like
shit
on
ton
the-
of water for like
on
2
the
days, so I'm
weekend,
really
they-
hydrated. I have a wet mouth.
They probably
you.
do attempts like on the weekend, man. That's probably what it is.
Probably. I mean, what Joey
There's
Chestnut
no way
does
you can
in
do this
preparation.
every day.
No, Joey
That's crazy.
Chestnut slowly like expands his stomach like in the
He
weeks
does, yeah.
leading up to the 4th of
What?
July Nathan's hot dog eating
There's a lot
competition.
of prep involved,
What?
whereas Badlands can just do it. Like,
yeah, but he's just built
crazy.
different. That's my boy. That's my doppelganger.
Chug the ocean, bro.
Bro.
He did chug the
Chug
ocean.
He chugged
He
the ocean.
did do
yeah,
that with the,
my thing.
with
Chug the
the
ocean.
life
He
straw,
did it.
whatever.
He saved it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Badlands is also, he is a fellow Long Islander. He's not
Yeah,
that
he's your
far
neighbor.
from where I
That makes a
live.
lot of sense.
Pretty much. Yeah. He's a very, he's just a nice guy. Haven't met him in person, but YouTube, I'm like, oh yeah, he's good people, And he always shouts out his
32
son
Big
is
Macs
like,
in
okay,
40
hip
minutes,
hop.
bro.
What?
God,
Oh, sorry. I'm looking at Joey Chestnut. 32 Big Macs in 38 minutes.
wow. Okay,
That's
so wait.
insane.
So that's less than a minute per Big Mac, obviously,
Yeah.
right?
That's insane. Because
Oh,
actually,
no,
Big
no,
Macs
that's more. That's more.
38 and 32 minutes. Yeah, that's more than one per minute.
Oh yeah,
That's-
never mind. I counted.
but-
I'm bad at math. Sorry.
But there's a lot of sauce on a Big Mac, but also you got that third bun, so it's probably going to offset the extra sauce. Because every time I've had a Big Mac, that shit's sloppy. All right, you got all the Big Mac sauce on there. It makes it like when you take a bite, your shit slides.
I'm watching it right now. He does average like 2 Big Macs a minute up until like
Yeah, you hit that
25
point.
minutes in.
It's the same thing when he
He's
eats
like
those
20
dogs.
He's like 25 minutes in. He starts slowing down, but then he still somehow manages to
25
stomach.
minutes in is crazy.
He still
though.
manages to stomach down fucking 7 more.
Competitive eating's
It's
crazy.
like
Insane.
25 minutes.
So this isn't competitive, but with the talk of Big Mac, I did realize this week there was some news in that regard that's worth sharing. That you remember the Super Size Me documentary? There was a guy that ate Big Macs every day.
Don Gorski.
Oh yeah. Yep.
He's still going. He just hit the
Yeah?
news again this week. He just hit his
Really?
Yes.
35,000th Big Mac.
Oh my god.
Wow, that's my goat. Holy shit.
Let's go.
No, and
Oh
I saw
my
an
God.
article that says that he keeps an emergency supply in the freezer
Yep.
just in case he
In
can't get to
case
McDonald's that day. Can you imagine a frozen Big Mac reheated? That would taste like ass. That would be so bad. I don't know why McDonald's is
Man,
that way,
how
but
do
you
you-
can't microwave that shit. You cannot reheat McDonald's. It's just
No,
it's
no
bad.
way.
But he
It's
does.
bad.
He does.
But he
does
does.
it anyway.
He's about that life, man.
Well, yeah, that's
50
that's where he's
I
at.
just don't.
Years.
I cannot handle like flavor fatigue.
yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I,
it gets
I
old.
get a
yeah.
I get a craving. I satisfy the craving and I move on.
Mm.
But to eat Big Macs for 40 years,
53
50 years, 53 years.
Yeah.
50.
It's a long
There,
time.
there's a type of A that you can have where you just
I was gonna
only
say,
have
is
a
that
couple of
ARFID,
foods that
bro?
you want to eat. That dude might
That's
have the A.
ARFID.
Mhm.
Avoidant/restrictive food intake disorder. But like
R-
the
oh,
Big
ARFID,
Mac
yeah,
has
yeah.
everything you want, everything the body needs is in the Big
Yeah,
Mac.
what more would you want? It has your carbs. It has your
It
proteins.
has your carbs,
It,
it has,
it has
your
your
protein,
veggies.
it has your
even.
vegetables.
It's perfect. It's the perfect meal. I think he's right.
eat it every
Actually,
day.
I think you know
Every
what
single day
there
for
is
the
no
rest of your
A.
life.
He's just a genius.
he's
Don
on a,
Gorski is just
he's on a
that
different plane of
guy.
existence. He's evolved past the rest
Yeah,
of us
no,
mere
he's
mortals.
Different spectrum, all right.
Oh yeah.
He's like,
Yeah,
you guys
big
talk
time.
about salads and soups and
Very
all this
different
bullshit,
spectrum.
all this woke bullshit. No, I
the
don't want a
TJers.
big.
Soup
Give me a
woke.
Big Mac, buddy. Give me a
The two
fucking
genders.
Big
Oh, you
Mac.
eat your lettuce in a salad. I eat mine in a Big Mac. We're not the same.
Yeah,
We
we're
are
not
very
the same.
different.
Yeah, Caesar salad, more like woke.
More like sees me go back to McDonald's for another Big Mac.
Yeah, I.
Ooh, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah, it was.
I'm a fan of that one. I'm a fan.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh
fan.
man,
Big
Yeah, that was
fan of Big
McDonald's
Mac.
talk. I actually don't like Big Macs. It's not when I go to
No,
McDonald's.
I've never liked their burgers.
it's too much
I-
bread.
Oh, I like McDonald's. I don't like the Big Macs. Though.
No, I
It's too
like
much bread.
McDonald's. I just don't like the burgers.
Lot
I
of
like
lettuce.
the chicken better.
Do you know what sucks is I actually prefer this conversation to talking about festival right now.
Me too. This is way more engaging for
I
me
like
personally.
McDonald's. Yeah, like I just don't like the burgers.
Can we do
you
a
know?
fast food tier list? That'll get a
that's
lot of people talking.
S tier McDonald's. Just kidding. Maybe an S tier. It's up there though. I
Hey,
like
hey,
McDonald's.
At one point in my life, it was S tier. It was.
I just need y'all to know next week is April Fool's Day.
Oh shit.
Then we should
we
do
should-
it.
all right,
Then
we
we
should do it then.
should
We
do a
should do it.
fast
Yeah,
food.
we
We
should
should
do
do a
it.
fast food
Hey,
tier list
I'm
because
not
I
trying to
feel
say
like that
anything,
episode's gonna go.
But I'm
for a
just
while.
saying, the first tier list video we did with the Guitar 3 is now our most viewed episode.
It is the
so
most popular
clearly,
video we've ever done.
clearly
Yes.
the folks out there in the audience really love tier lists. That's the only thing that I can take away. So we're gonna do a whole bunch of tier lists.
Dude, it's good content.
It is
It's good
good
content.
content.
It doesn't get more objective than a tier list.
There was a lot of
It is
back
fun.
and forth and interesting.
Sorry,
points,
subjective,
you know?
not objective. My bad.
April Fool's tier list video.
I'm down
Yeah.
for it.
Sounds
Wait,
good.
which
Sounds good.
calendar day is April 1st? Is that the day that we put it out? What day is
It's
April
the
1?
day before.
It's Tuesday.
Ah,
Oh,
close
then
enough.
still.
Yeah,
it's
that's
a-
close
Yeah, it
enough.
works for me.
That's close enough. Yeah, I'm
We'll
down.
do it. We'll do it. Sounds good. Let us
Yeah,
know your
fuck it.
favorite fast food chain down below.
Yes, please. So we can take it into consideration. Because we're gonna have a never had tier, obviously, and if
Yeah.
all four of
Yeah.
us never had it,
Oh, do we tie this in and fast food? It's there, it's easy to consume, but it's not the best for you. Kind of like Fortnite Festival.
Oh my
Is
God.
it really fast? Is it easy to consume? I would argue the opposite. It's pretty hard
Yeah,
to
it's
consume.
not.
We had to
please.
explain how to consume it to Herman Lee. I had to I had to tell.
You're right.
I am Chris
My
for life how to
analogy fell
consume it.
apart.
Yeah,
It fell
it's actually
apart.
hard. This is like gourmet shit that you have to spend some time to cook. Right? This is the best
But it
you
still
can get.
tastes like shit.
It's the best you
Yeah.
can get.
It's like it's available. You can go to it, but nobody really wants it because they want it to be better.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I like talking about food. Though.
All right,
It was fun.
the analogy's falling apart. This episode's falling apart. We should
Yeah.
just not.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. See you for our fast food tier list next week.
Okay, bye.